Imagine getting paid not for working, not for investing, but just for proving that time passed. Sounds fake, right? But this is exactly what proof of history does, and almost nobody understands it, which is why you are early. Let's keep it simple. Proof of history is a way to prove that something happened at a specific moment in time without needing trust. Normally in crypto, everyone has to agree on when something happened. That takes time. That slows everything down. Proof of history solves this. It creates a cryptographic clock. Not a normal clock, a timeline that cannot be changed or faked. Think about how important time is. Every transaction, every payment, every trade depends on knowing what happened first. Without time, everything becomes confusion. If two people send money at the same time, which one happened first matters. If you buy and sell an asset, which action came first matters. Without a clear order, systems break. Proof of history removes that confusion. It locks events into a sequence that cannot be broken. Imagine this. You take a picture every second. Picture 1, picture 2, picture 3. Each one proves time passed. Now imagine each picture is locked with math and connected to the next one so tightly that if you try to change one, everything breaks. If you try to remove picture 2, then picture 3 no longer makes sense. You cannot fake the order. You cannot skip ahead. You cannot go back. That is proof of history. Now let's go deeper. This is where it gets powerful. Proof of history uses something called a hash function loop. Here is the idea. You start with a number. You run it through a function. You take the output and run it again. Then again. Then again thousands or even millions of times. Each step becomes a record. Each record proves that time passed because the only way to get to the next step is to actually go through the previous one. There is no shortcut. There is no fast forward. Even the fastest computer has to follow the sequence step by step. You cannot skip steps. You cannot go faster. You cannot fake it. If someone shows you step 1 million, you instantly know that real time had to pass to reach that point. Now picture this in your mind. Think of it like a video game. You cannot jump from level 1 to level 100 instantly. You have to play level 2, level 3, level 4. Each level you complete proves your progress. Now imagine the game automatically records every move you make, every level you pass, every second you play. Proof of history is like recording every level you completed so nobody can ever question how you got there. Now take that idea and apply it to money. Every transaction, every movement of value gets placed into that timeline. No arguments, no waiting, no confusion. Everything has a clear position in time. This is why it matters. Most blockchains are slow because they argue about time. They wait for confirmation. They need everyone to agree before moving forward. That delay is what limits speed. Imagine a group chat where everyone has to agree before sending the next message. That would be slow. Now, imagine a chat where messages are already ordered automatically and everyone just reads them. That is faster. Proof of history removes that problem completely. It says, here is the timeline. It already happened. Now the network does not need to debate. It just follows the sequence. The result is speed, real speed. Transactions become faster, costs go lower, the system can handle way more activity. And when something becomes faster and cheaper, more people use it. When more people use it, more value flows through it. That is where opportunity starts. Now let's talk about what you really want to know. How people make money from this. Proof of history is used in high-speed blockchain systems. People earn by staking their tokens and helping secure the network. They lock their assets, and in return they receive rewards. People trade because faster systems attract more users and more attention. More attention creates volatility and opportunity. Developers build applications on top of it and create entire ecosystems. They build apps for payments, games, finance, and more. And early adopters position themselves before the majority even understands what is happening. They get in when things are still undervalued. Speed brings users. Users bring demand. Demand drives growth. That is the cycle. Now imagine a traditional bank. Every transaction needs approval. Every step takes time. Everything is delayed. You send money and wait. You receive money and wait. Now imagine a system where time is already verified before the transaction even happens. Everything flows instantly. No waiting. No second guessing. That is the difference you are looking at. This is why most people miss it. They hear complex words. They feel confused. They scroll away. They think it is too technical. But the people who take a few minutes to understand gain an advantage that most will never have. Let's make it even simpler. Think about a stopwatch that cannot be stopped. It keeps running no matter what. Every action you take gets stamped with that time forever. No one can erase it. No one can reorder it. That is the foundation of trust without needing trust. Now imagine this system running continuously, generating proof every second, every moment, every transaction. It never sleeps. It never pauses. It becomes a permanent history that anyone can verify. Anyone anywhere can check it and see the exact order of events. That is why it is called proof of history. Now let's go even deeper so you fully lock this in. Imagine writing numbers on a piece of paper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now imagine that each number depends on the one before it in a way that cannot be changed. If you try to erase number 3, everything after it becomes invalid. The chain breaks. That is how the system protects itself. Now replace numbers with transactions. That is the system. Now imagine thousands of these sequences happening continuously, all forming one global timeline. That is where scale comes from. This is also why it is so powerful for scaling, because instead of everyone arguing about when something happened, they just look at the sequence that already exists. It removes friction. It removes delays. It removes uncertainty. And in systems where money is involved, removing uncertainty is everything. Uncertainty creates fear. Fear slows adoption. Certainty builds confidence. Confidence drives growth. Now think about the future. As more people move into digital systems, speed will matter more than ever. People will expect instant transactions, instant confirmations, instant results. The systems that can handle the most activity the fastest will attract the most attention. And attention is where value flows. And the ones who understand them early will always have an edge. They will recognize patterns before others do. They will move before others react. So when you hear proof of history, do not think of it as complicated technology. Think of it as a clock that cannot be broken, a timeline that cannot be changed, a system that proves what happened and when it happened without asking anyone for permission. Now imagine combining this with global finance, digital assets, and millions of users. You start to see the scale of what this can become. This is not just about speed. It is about redefining how systems agree on reality. And once systems agree faster, everything else accelerates. That is the shift. And shifts like this are where opportunities are created. Most people will ignore it. Some will doubt it. Very few will understand it early. Those few are the ones who benefit the most. If you made it this far, you already understand more than most people. You are already ahead. So do this right now. Like the video. Comment time if you understand proof of history. Subscribe for more content like this. Share this with someone who needs to see it. And check the description below because I am dropping more videos breaking down crypto in the simplest way possible.